So I'm back at Nick's used car lot here. All these cars here for sale. You got the G-Wagon for sale. Got the Dodge 1500 for sale. You got the Fiero for sale. And you got the V6 Charger for sale as well. Low payments on everything. Come by now. And anyway, I'm over here. I'm going to try to buy his Hummer H1 again. Maybe he'll take a case of Busch Light. So did you get that manifold fixed?
Nope.
So it's going to be leaking smoke through down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no point. It's going to be a complicated.
So, and are you swapping this filter housing?
Yeah.
Okay. And you took out the resistor from the ECM, PDCM?
PMD.
PMD. Jesus fucking Christ. Don't need that anymore. Got the interfails on there, interfail batteries.
Is the key? Can you pull? See if the key's in the ignition.
Keys at, man. It's not in the ignition, it's just laying there.
I didn't want it in.
No. But you got power, man.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I haven't even hooked up the other battery.
Oh, bud. It's always a ground issue. That's why you got no oil pressure. It's a ground issue.
I wish.
You got the new oil filter on there, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, you got your mechanical gauge.
And with the PMD resistor taken out, the fuel pump's never energized on its own like it was the other day.
Oh, that's good. I don't know, man. That's advanced electrical engineering for me. I don't know what's going on. What?
Now what we're gonna do is see if I even have oil pressure.
All right, let me grab the. What shit? Let me grab this gauge. Or do you want to see it, or do you want me to look at it?
Oh, but previously I just had it like taped to the roof. Let's do that.
Can I step on right here? No step. No step. You got this military grade goddamn truck and you can't even step on anything.
Check myself on that. Custom. I wouldn't waste too much time. Let's just see if I have oil pressure.
Well, that's the good part. All right. Give it a rip.
The gauge ain't moving.
It ain't moving.
You'd expect it to have moved up by now, right?
Yeah? New oil filter on there, right? Pickup was clear when you checked it with the thingy. first it was your electrical gauge, and now it's the mechanical gauge doing the same thing. That's Fugazi, man. That's fake. That's a gauge, man. It's for blind people. Okay, so that's working.
Seems to work no problem.
What about this one?
I'll have to pull it off, but I tested it before I put it on.
I believe you.
Sure what size this is.
This is cool temp sensor?
Yeah, for the glow plugs.
Okay.
What's that one?
This whole, this is all of an extension? Or
So-
is that factory hose?
So the hose is not factory, it's an aftermarket extension to relocate the oil pressure sensor. Because the sensors are known to fail,
I see.
and they are, if you have no oil pressure, your lift pump won't work,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll kill your injection pump.
Gotcha.
So now I have a lift pump gauge, low pressure gauge, and I relocated this so that I can replace it. It's normally bolted on the other side of the intake manifold. I think I got that, yeah.
Of course. I mean, it's a fucking mechanical gauge, right? What's gonna go wrong with it?
I mean that, like, this is only a 60 psi gauge, right? So it's like
You should see something pop up.
this gauge should peg on cold oil on this engine.
I believe that.
Like this thing idles at like 70 psi when it's cold. I'm getting nothing.
An oil pump is driven.
Yeah. There's like a.
And obviously, you can't really access it because it's buried.
Yeah, I mean it's like in there. There's like a. It's basically a distributor hold down like a Chevy,
Yeah.
and it's at the back like under the turbo. And there's just this little stub shaft that goes there. I don't know if we can even see. It's behind the turbo.
I can see nothing.
Oh, I don't know. It's like right there, I think. So yeah, turbo would have to come off. Doghouse off.
I mean, it's definitely not a good sign. It's a pretty.
It's so weird because I didn't even touch that. It's like the only thing that
And you had oil pressure originally, right?
I swear we had oil pressure even when we were cranking it, bleeding the injectors.
I don't remember.
I swear I remember looking at the gauge because I had the factory gauge hooked up, and I swear I was like, oh yeah, I got oil pressure. So it's like I don't know. Like unless something.
Try blowing through there. Try blowing through the gauge hookup.
I have done before.
Okay. And you hear it come out the bottom or something?
I think I've got a rag here now. See how there's oil coming
Yep.
out?
Do it again.
This is gonna be right next to it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's blowing right through. You can hear it.
And I mean the oil comes right out.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I pressurized it so much it just like puked oil out here and I had no rag. This is like so yeah.
So it's got, okay. So there's no restriction whatsoever. It goes straight down.
The only thing I'm wondering is if it has something to do with the oil cooler lines. I don't know if the oil cooler, where the oil cooler is on the circuit.
Oh yeah. Can you bypass it really quick?
Not really quick, no.
Hmm.
Actually, I have no way of bypassing it because they're massive AN fittings.
Oh.
Like, I have nothing.
Can you undo them pretty quickly just to see?
Yeah, I think so.
Do that.
And do what?
Just see if you can.
Oh, like see both ends of the hose?
Yeah. Or see if you can blow through the cooler or whatever.
It's all. Well, yeah, I guess we could do that. Unhook them both at the oil filter.
Right, because like, is it, you know, like pump, filter, cooler,
Yeah, and I don't know.
and
I
then
would
the rest of
think the
circuit?
cooler would be at the end, but I don't know.
I mean, it's most likely coolers after filter.
Filter, cooler, engine?
Yeah. Because you want to feed cold oil to the engine. Water to water? Liquid exchange?
Yeah, it's just air.
Oh, okay.
It's this one here. This one is like half ATF and half engine oil.
Okay.
So yeah, the fittings on this, I'd have to remove this, but the filter, I think I can take them both out.
What might make a mess? What if you pop the new oil filter off and see if it's filled with oil?
It's accessible with the prop shaft. I'm about to carriage out, which is why I never put it out.
You have to take the prop shaft out to get the oil filter?
No. You can do it without.
Oh, just easier?
Just,
oh yeah, that fucking ninja's all the way over here. Oh, okay. See, so this big AN line, that feeds the oil cooler.
yeah, there's two of them.
Okay, so we can see first if we pull that filter off, see if it starts dripping. If it does, then I guess pump is putting out pressure, and then if that's good, tighten that back again and then loosen that line and see if it starts pissing out of that line.
I'm going the wrong way. Which way? Man, is it like...
No, that's tightening. That's tightening right now.
No, that's not full.
No. I'm gonna try cranking again.
Okay, it's pouring out pretty good out of the oil filter housing now. Nothing came out of the cooler line.
Good flow, no blockage.
There's clean oil coming out.
Should we put a new filter on and try cranking until the outlet is flowing?
Yeah, we could do that. Of course, I can't get a wrench on that adapter at all. So, it's just getting tightened at the same time. I just started drizzling out of that fitting. Okay, it just started coming out like a lot out of the fitting.
Which one? Out of the fitting?
The fitting for this.
Or if they're all pissing right
I think my next step's gonna be unhooking the cooler lines at the cooler. I don't know what that's gonna tell me, but
I mean, you can blow through it with air.
yeah. I see myself taking stuff apart in my...
They ain't got no oil pressure. I don't want to buy a Hummer with no oil pressure. I'm going to keep my rack of Bush Light.